Hey guys, this is my video for Econ, and my subject is how the movie streaming services affected the physical movie rental services. So, to start this off, we're going to go for some background. And Blockbuster was a physical movie rental industry that had stores that people could go to and rent movies for a certain amount of time, which was typically about a day. They would then bring them back to the store after their time was up or after they were done with the movie and would return it. But if they were late, they were charged a late fee. In 1999, Blockbuster's net worth was $4.8 billion. And as you can see down here, is my finger, that there's a link here. Well, not a link, but there's the website that I used for my information here. So now Netflix comes into play. Netflix at first was also a movie rental service. Well, I mean, it still is. That would mail movies instead of having physical stores. So instead of going down and renting a movie, you would do it online and they would mail it to you. It was also subscription based. So the fact that it was subscription based meant that you could rent a movie for as long as you wanted to, because you just paid monthly. So you could keep it as long as you wanted to until you were done, and once you were done, you'd mail it back, and then you'd get a new movie. This meant that it completely eliminated late fees, which made people like doing this a lot more than Blockbuster. But also, there were drawbacks. You couldn't just get a movie in one night and just watch it. So if you were going to have a party or something, you had to plan ahead, because they couldn't mail it to you in time. You couldn't just drive down and go get it. So a lot of people liked using Netflix, but a lot of people didn't, because they didn't want to have to try to plan ahead. So now, with Netflix and Blockbuster. In 2000, Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix for $50 million, but they turned them down. And in 2007, Netflix started movie streaming instead of direct movie rentals. And in 2014, Blockbuster was bankrupt, and Netflix was making $5.5 billion. So they now completely dominated that industry by streaming movies. So here's some graphs that I made. Well, we'll get to them in a sec. They're for Blockbuster before and after Netflix started streaming. So here's the graph I made of Blockbuster before the event being Netflix starting movie streaming. So on the vertical axis we have price, and on the horizontal we have quantity. We have the supply line and the demand and the equilibrium point where they meet. Right, so this is basically what it would look like before Netflix started streaming. So now we go after, and as you can see it changed. So here is the old demand line, and here's the new one. So it shifted to the left and down, meaning it decreased. So the new demand line decreased, but the supply stayed the same. So what happened was, on the part of Blockbuster, nothing happened to their supplies. They still had the supplies needed for their customers. What changed was the customers' opinions. So why? Oh yeah, here's the explanation. Why was there a decrease in demand? The reason? Tastes and preferences. The demand for Blockbuster services was due to the customers having a change in tastes and preferences. They now had the option to be able to stream movies right from their homes instead of having to physically drive down to a store and pick one up and then go and return it. So this option was more appealing to the customers and resulted in a decrease in demand for Blockbuster's services. So they liked the idea of being able to just do it straight from home because it was easier and it was quicker. This is me, by the way. I needed some identification. So yeah, that's me on a log over a river in Oregon. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching.